Welcome to Friday Fish Facts. I'm your host, Ron DeSantis. It's been a while since we've done a fish room tour, since December, so we've added some tanks since then. I think we had 5 back then, now we've got 9. Lots has changed. If you like the video you're about to see, please hit that thumbs up button. Stay tuned. I think we can call this a fish room now, not just a hobby room, because we've got 6 tanks in here now. You see Ashley over in the corner working away. We just picked up some Monte Carlo tonight. She's aquascaping that tank, so we'll get there in a bit. Let's start right over here with the 220 gallon. The 220 gallon, which has got an FX6 on it and a sponge filter that I just unplugged because it's super loud. And planted tank. So, we have been away for 3 weeks with no fertilizers, and the plants aren't doing great in this house. I mean, I don't have the greatest lights on. I just have the Nakru, a 4-footer and a 3-footer on here. Maybe one day I will be able to expand into the Fluval 3.0 lights. So we've got Rainbowfish in here. There's Parkinsonia and turquoise and a bunch of clown loaches. And, oh, there's the big ones hiding in that. Right there. And the petricolas, we've got a gold nugget pleco right there. Another petricola in behind. Some of these plecos might be hard to find, but I kind of know where some like to hang out. There's a blue phantom. You can kind of see him there. We've got 7 petricolas in here. There's a king tiger L66 right there. There's his fins. He or she. We've got an L52 butterfly in here. We've got L199 Colombian, or sorry, L199 Venezuelan zebra pleco, and L129 Colombian zebra pleco in here, among other things. And there's our lone archer that's still in here. Hey, bud. Okay, and then we'll swing over. Ashley stepped out for a second on the 20 long over there. Maybe here's an example of a few. There's the L182 Starlight pleco that I just moved down to it. There's one of the big clown loaches with the blue phantom and a couple of L199s. There's the L129 Colombian zebra, and to the left there's the L52. Back to that one. We'll slide over to the 90 gallon. 90 gallon, the dwarf Sagittarius is doing well here. Lots of neon tetras, lots of rummy nose tetras. Amelia's glowfish are in here. Our betta in the community tank is over on this one here. We've got some cories. We've got some Apistogramma cockatoides, which I got these when they were 5 weeks old, fry as orange flash, but I'm pretty sure they're super red. If we could see the male, we'll get a better example of that. Super red. The bandit or mate cories, there's about 10 in here. There's 2 right there I see down at the back. Right there. Oh, that's one bandit. Another one. Okay, we've got some plecos in here. There's a male calico right on the top of that pleco cave there. And there's a super red, because that calico is pretty brown. Oh, there's the boya pisto. There's one. There's 2 in here. And then that calico is pretty brown, so there is a super red in here as well that I wouldn't mind kind of oranging out the calico a little. And we've got a few huts in here because there's 5 female Apistogrammas in here. And so far they get along peacefully. Okay, so then this, I've never done this before, which is breed Rainbowfish, nor have I attempted it. This trio of Bosmani were laying eggs like crazy in the 220. Of course, none of them lived. So we have set up this 20 long with some Java moss here, some Java moss here. And we are hoping that we get some eggs out of them, and then we are gonna try raising Rainbowfish for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. So down below is a 10 gallon. Now, Ben did have these blue Moscow Guppies in his 10-gallon. We had fin rot among other things, and I had a trio that I'd got, and I lost 2 of them. I had most of the fry. There are still some fry in here, but hopefully this population bounces back from there. We'll zip on over here. Are you gonna put the Java fern back in, Ish?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll let you do that. We'll start at the bottom one. So the bottom one is our quarantine tank. It's Ben's 10-gallon, which has got Black Widow, Ben's beta in here, and that's it. Just keeping it cycled. And this is where we put our new fish. They go in here. And Ashley just put those 2 plants in here. One of them's kind of dying in the corner in the moss ball. Usually I just have an Arnubius and a moss ball in here, so I could take them out if I have to medicate. And then above here we've got the blue Hawaiian Moscow Guppies. Now these are the ones that I originally got from Bentley, Pasco, and it's kind of bright so they don't shine too well on it, but they are beautiful. And there's quite a bit of fry in here, some cherry shrimp they got in here. Ashley's just been planting these Monte Carlo plants. And I really like these emerald corridors right here. Now these guys, we got at AGA, 4 of them juveniles they're called. So I'm thinking they're gonna get quite a bit bigger. There's some algae on the glass there. There's 2 right there. There's 2 more somewhere else in here. You've got your bulbitis, your tiger lotus. You see, you'll notice the coral, we have soft water here. So coral isn't anything that I need to keep pH at least 7, which is guppies. And of course there's trumpet snails. I have trumpet snails in most tanks except for the 220 because the clown loaches just eat them. So that Java fern beside Ashley's wine glass will be going back into this tank somewhere. Ashley's working on another tank down there. This is what we do. This is our fun times. The kids are sleeping over at their grandparents. This is what we're doing.
The rockin' night.
If you look among the Lego here, you will see a flower pot in the top and some marbles. Just got to get some more marbles, and then we're going to set up a petricola breeding station. Hopefully that works out. Tip them upside down like this. I might change this one up to a clear bowl so I can see if there's any eggs or fry in the bottom of it. Okay, we've got Ben's 20-gallon here, which these fish here I just picked up yesterday. It is 2 pairs of koi tuxedo guppies. I am so excited about these guys. Absolutely beautiful. I hope they acclimatize well and they get breeding for us. We've got an Amazon sword in here. We've got a clown pleco in here. There's a few cherry shrimp that kind of snuck their way in when I cycled this tank. That filter that's on the top here was in, which it's kind of dark, you can't really see, but it was on another tank which had a couple of shrimplets sneak inside. Those shrimplets came in here, and now there's about 5 cherry shrimp in here, and then we've got our albino Cory breeding group down here. There's 6, 7 now that are kind of adult size, and there's some more fry in here. There's about 12 that are about a week old. You can see any fry. Kind of what I do to clean up the bottom of the, there's one right there. Clean up the bottom of the tank is I use a turkey baster in here. But I just got to be really careful that I don't suck up fry as I go. And then I got a cherry shrimp in here, which, yeah, there he is right there. Kind of cleaning up the mess for us in there. Right now they're just on the Tetracolor granule and the Java moss, and they're going to be on baby brine shrimp. I might even start them tomorrow. They're still kind of small. And I've got a little bit of live baby brine that I'll hatch, and after that I'll switch over to the frozen because it's much easier. This is our 29-gallon, which is in our kitchen. This is a mixed guppy tank, and the majority of our cherry shrimp live in here too. You also see a Hawaiian peacock sticker here. It's a little dark. But cherry shrimp and mixed guppies, but the most prized possessions in here are the plecos. So I did have a Starlight pleco in here that I moved out down to the 220. So I just have the 4 Super Reds in here, and I'm hoping that when these Super Reds get a little bit older, they will start breeding for me. There's one in the back right there. They're getting close to breeding size, just not quite there yet. So quite a few plants in here. This is the original tank that we had in our house. So you kind of see that's kind of why that's that substrate, but we're just kind of leaving it. Kind of cool. This wasser tank tree over here is where all the shrimp get hatched out of. Okay, this is my daughter Amelia's 20-gallon tank. You've got some plants like a bulbitis in here and a nubius in here. Plants aren't doing super great in here at the moment, but they're doing okay. You've got a betta kind of sleeping down in the corner right now. That's kind of his nighttime normal routine. You've got some harlequin rasporas, some neon green rasporas, and there's a few Julie Corys in here as well. Oh, there's one right there. Another one down there. A couple of ramshorn snails in here. I'm very curious to know what you like to see in this fish room, and what would you like to see that we don't have as well? Comment down below. And if you haven't yet and you liked what you saw, consider subscribing to this channel. Join me next week for another edition of Friday Fish Facts.